Welcome to our YouTube channel. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this video with everyone you know. If you want to buy a book with OET speaking tasks directly from Amazon, click on the first link in the description of this video.
Good morning, Mary. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Dr. Smith, and I'll be taking care of you today. I want to make sure we have a comfortable and thorough discussion, so please feel free to share any concerns you might have. Now, before we dive into everything, may I confirm that you're Mary? I want to make sure I'm speaking to the right person.
Yes, you're right. I'm Mary.
Thank you for confirming that, Mary. I've received a referral letter from your factory physician, which gives me some background information. However, I'd really like to hear about your situation in your own words. It's important to me that you feel heard and understood. Do you have an idea of the purpose of today's visit, or would you like me to explain?
Yes, I believe I do. I was having my annual checkup at the factory, and during the exam, the doctor told me that my blood pressure was too high. I don't want to have any problems at work, so they said I needed to come in for a full examination before I could return to work.
That's exactly right, Mary. Your factory physician was concerned about your high blood pressure, and they referred you to me for a more detailed evaluation. It's good that we're addressing this now, as managing blood pressure is crucial for your overall health and well-being. Before we proceed with the examination, I'd like to ask what you already know about high blood pressure. It's important that we're on the same page, and I want to ensure you're well-informed.
To be honest, I don't know much about it.
That's completely fine, Mary. It's my job to provide you with all the information you need. High blood pressure, or hypertension as it's often called, is a condition where the force of the blood against your artery walls is consistently too high. If left untreated, it can lead to serious health issues, including heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, and even kidney disease. It's a condition that often doesn't show any symptoms, which is why it's sometimes called a silent killer. That's why regular monitoring and early intervention are so important. Is everything clear so far?
Yes, it is, doctor. I didn't realize that it could be so serious. The funny thing is, I feel fine right now.
I completely understand, Mary. It's actually quite common for people with high blood pressure to feel perfectly fine, because, as I mentioned, it often doesn't present any noticeable symptoms. That's why it's so important to have regular checkups, as they're the only way to catch and manage hypertension early on. Just because you feel fine now doesn't mean that your body isn't under strain. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. So, does this mean that I need to start taking medication right away?
Not necessarily, Mary. While medication is one option, it's not always the first step, especially if this is a new diagnosis. The initial approach we like to take involves making some lifestyle changes that can have a significant impact on lowering your blood pressure naturally. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your daily habits and lifestyle to determine what changes might be most effective for you. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Great! Thank you, Mary. Let's start with your physical activity. Do you currently exercise on a daily basis? And if so, what kind of activities do you typically engage in?
No, I don't exercise regularly. I'm on my feet a lot at work, but that's about it.
I see. Given that you're not currently engaging in regular exercise, one of the most beneficial changes we can introduce is incorporating some form of physical activity into your daily routine. Even something as simple as a 30-minute walk each day can make a big difference in lowering your blood pressure and improving your overall health. Walking is a gentle yet effective way to get your heart pumping and your blood flowing. Do you think you could start adding a daily walk into your schedule?
Yes, I think I can manage that. I'll start taking a walk every day.
That's fantastic news, Mary. I'm really pleased to hear that you're willing to make this change. Now, let's talk about your diet. You mentioned that you try to eat healthily, but I'd like to get a better understanding of what your typical meals look like. Do you focus on a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins? And do you avoid foods that are high in sodium, such as processed snacks and fast food?
Well, I try to eat as healthily as I can for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I usually have fruits or oatmeal in the morning, a salad or sandwich for lunch, and something light like chicken or fish with vegetables for dinner. I also make it a point to avoid soda, sweets, and junk food.
That's wonderful, Mary. It sounds like you're already making some excellent choices when it comes to your diet. A balanced diet is one of the key factors in managing blood pressure, and it seems like you're on the right track. Just continue focusing on fresh, whole foods, and try to keep your sodium intake low, as excess salt can contribute to high blood pressure. You're doing a great job so far, and I encourage you to keep up these healthy habits.
Thank you, doctor. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
You're very welcome, Mary. Now, moving on to another important aspect of your lifestyle. Do you consume alcohol regularly?
No, I don't drink alcohol.
That's excellent, Mary. Avoiding alcohol is another great way to keep your blood pressure in check. Now, my last question for you is about your caffeine intake. Do you drink coffee or other caffeinated beverages regularly? If so, how much do you usually consume?
Yes, I do drink coffee. I work night shifts at the factory, from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., so I usually have to drink about 4 to 5 cups of coffee every night just to stay awake and alert.
I see. I understand that working night shifts can be challenging, and coffee can certainly help keep you awake during those long hours. However, consuming 4 to 5 cups of coffee every night is quite a lot, and it could be contributing to your high blood pressure. Caffeine can cause your blood pressure to spike, especially if you're drinking it in large amounts. I'd like to suggest that you gradually reduce your coffee intake to around 2 to 3 cups per night. Do you think that's something you could work on?
It might be tough at first, but I'll give it a try. I definitely don't want to have to take medication if I can avoid it.
I completely understand, Mary. I know it might be challenging to cut back on coffee, especially with your work schedule, but reducing your caffeine intake could make a big difference in managing your blood pressure naturally. And as you mentioned, making these lifestyle changes now could help you avoid the need for medication later on. I believe that, with some determination, you'll be able to make this adjustment successfully. Don't hesitate to take it step by step. Perhaps start by cutting back by 1 cup at a time until you reach the goal of 2 to 3 cups per night. How does that sound?
That sounds like a good plan, doctor. I'll start working on it right away.
I'm really proud of your positive attitude, Mary. I know these changes might seem daunting at first, but they're going to bring you many long-term benefits. Lastly, I'd like to talk to you about the importance of regularly monitoring your blood pressure at home. It's crucial to keep an eye on your readings so that we can see how these lifestyle changes are affecting your blood pressure. You'll need to get a blood pressure monitor, and I'd like you to check your blood pressure twice a day. Once in the morning and once in the evening. Each time you take a reading, please write down the numbers in this leaflet I'm giving you. When we meet again, you can bring the leaflet with you, and we'll review your progress together. Does that sound manageable?
Yes, doctor. I'll make sure to keep track of my blood pressure every day and bring the readings with me to our next appointment.
Thank you, Mary. You're doing a fantastic job taking charge of your health, and I'm confident that these steps will help you manage your blood pressure effectively. I'd like to schedule a follow-up appointment with you in 1 month so we can review your progress and make any necessary adjustments to your plan. In the meantime, please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. I'm here to support you every step of the way.
Thank you so much, doctor. I really appreciate all the time you've taken to explain everything and to help me get started on the right path.
It's truly my pleasure, Mary. I'm here to ensure that you feel informed, supported, and confident as you make these changes. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you in a month for your follow-up. Have a wonderful day. and don't hesitate to call if you need anything.
Thank you, doctor. I'll see you in a month. Thank you very much for watching our video. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this video with all your friends and coworkers. Have a great day, and I will see you in our next video.